I did a butt and legs day and I literally can't stand right now. Is this out of focus? Hello. Hi friends, it's Tyler and I feel like it's been so long since I have sat down and answered your questions. I went and looked. The last time I did a Q&A was over 6 months ago. It has been a full half of a year since I've sat down, taken your questions, put them in my brain, figured out what the hell I want to tell you, and divulged all my deepest, darkest secrets. So I feel like today is the day. Let's see what you wanted to know. Sassy Bandums says, how are you feeling about 2018 so far? Girl, I am feeling good. I am feeling my zhuzh, if you will. I am socially getting out there. I have friends, kinda. I am putting myself out there when it comes to relationships. I am traveling. I am seeing my family. I am going around the world getting work done. I'm not getting work done, but I'm like working and the work is getting done. And then on top of all of that, I feel like I have been so productive with the stuff that I've been making that I am so excited to show you. Y'all all saw Going Home, that series already, but I also have some more stuff coming this summer. It's just been a really productive year so far. Chloe says, who are your faves on Drag Race right now? Oh my God, I love this season. It is a really good season. I am appreciating a bunch of them and I'm like, I'm kind of skeptical as to who's even gonna make the final three, let alone win. And if you can't tell who's gonna be the final three, like that's a good season. If like there's a lot of contenders, that's a good season. Honestly, I am like loving everyone that's left so far. Like Asia, Miss Cracker, Aquaria, Eureka, I am digging everyone. I think my favorite is Monet. I just love. There is something about Monet's personality. I just know her and I would get along. I love. Ken would like to know, how did you feel about Love, Simon? I was obsessed. Now, I went into it with zero expectations because a lot of queer media is just kind of like not that good. And so I went in thinking, you know what? I'll take what they give me. Thanks Hollywood for these shitty stories about gay people because honestly, I just want to feel represented by media. I'll take whatever you give me. And so the people that made Love, Simon asked me to do an early screening with a bunch of you in Florida. And so like I said, I went into it with low expectations and the entire time I was laughing out loud. I was crying. I was so moved. I was so touched. I left the theater just being like, oh, that was so good. Hugging you guys, being like, didn't you love it? And y'all were like, I loved it. I just was so happy that it was like not only a good movie, but a good movie about the gays. And I loved it so much that I was like, you know what? Just because I have the opportunity to go see it doesn't mean that everybody has the opportunity to go see it. So I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I rented out an entire theater back in my hometown of Oakley, Michigan. And I was like, anybody that wants to go see it, y'all, the tickets are on me. And the funniest thing happened, I got a text that day, the day of the screening, and it was from my mother and she was all, everybody's here, we're all so excited, thanks for the ticket. I'm like, Mom, you are so cheap. Those tickets were for the kids. Go home, pay for your own ticket. But I'm glad she liked it, God bless. So if you're looking for a movie to go see, Love, Simon, you'll love it. Sheree says, who are your favorite LGBT authors? I'm looking to expand my reading horizons. Well, Sheree, have I got somebody for you. There are so many incredible queer authors out there. So if you have a favorite, if you're watching and you have a favorite, let me know in the comments below. But I have one that I'd love to give a little bit of love to. And as you guys know, I do a little book club here on my YouTube channel with Audible. They have been sponsoring videos for so long. I love you, Audible. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to give a little bit of love to authors out there. So a book that I'm recommending this month by one of my favorite queer authors is called Boy Robot, and it's by Simon Curtis. In a nutshell, Boy Robot is this like action-packed science fiction, heart-wrenching novel all about what it means to be a human. And it's basically like a metaphor about like queer identity. I loved it. You will love it. Now, I love audiobooks. They're like the perfect little sidekick for your summer activities, whether you're hiking or going to the beach or whatever you are doing in the summer and you need something to listen to. Audiobooks are my favorite. And I love Audible because it has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet, so you can fill your summer with all your favorite books like Boy Robot. And if you are an Audible member, you get a credit every single month, good for any audiobook in the store. Plus, if you like hate an audiobook that you get with your free credit, you can exchange it for no extra cost. Easy breeze guarantees. Thank you again to Audible for sponsoring this video. You can start your 30-day trial right now and get your first audiobook for free. All you gotta do is go to audible.com/Tyler, or you can text Tyler to 500-500. Again, that is audible.com/Tyler, or text Tyler to 500-500. Thanks, Audible. But also, if you have a favorite queer author that I didn't mention, Simon Curtis is great, but there are plenty out there. Let me know in the comments below, and if you're looking for somebody, go check out the comments. Elizabeth says, if you could switch lives with any other YouTuber, who would it be and why? Honestly, sometimes I just want to sit in front of a camera and eat 10,000 things. Trisha Paytas. Living my life, living my dream. I guess I could do that. Should I do that? Would you guys watch that? Give this video a thumbs up if you'd watch me just eating. Please, that sounds so good. New career. Kayla says, how is coming back home to Michigan and what inspired you to start the Oakley Scholarship Fund? If you haven't watched it yet, I did an 8-part series all about going home where I introduced you guys to the people and the places that made me who I am. I went back to my high school, I surprised my teachers, I did a hometown tour, I went to my first job and worked a day at the first job, I went back to my college, all these things. But it was so fun to go back to my high school and like say thank you to the teachers that I definitely took for granted, that I definitely didn't thank enough when I had them. And then to also go and like talk to the GSA at my high school or the drama club, or I even got to announce that I started like a scholarship for one graduating senior every year at my high school. It's like one of those things where like, wow, I hope someday I get to be able to pay it forward in some way, because for me, like paying for like education was too much. It was so hard. I was working so many jobs, and to like help maybe relieve a little bit of that for somebody that wants to do good in the world in their own way feels really cool. And I just watched all the submissions for the people that applied for my scholarship, and I picked somebody who was like so great and inspiring, and I was just like, wow, the world is gonna be okay. These people are about to take over in like 5-10 years, and it's honestly only gonna get better. So to be a part of supporting that feels like a good thing. If spaghetti were to come alive, would it live in a big old clump or as each individual noodle? Please, Tyler, I need to prepare. What does that mean, I need to prepare? What are you preparing for? I feel like this is kind of a similar example to, do y'all play Pokemon? Y'all know I play Pokemon. So you know Magnemite, and then when it evolves, it's Magneton, but it's like 3 Magnemites in one? I feel like individually, each spaghetti, if it were alive, would be like the first form, and then when it evolves, it's a big old clump. Prepare accordingly. Ziffa says, how do you always keep yourself so motivated and cheerful all the time? Girl, it's a struggle, and I am a mess, and half the time I am going through it, but that doesn't make the cut on the camera. If you could really see the things that I've gone through while filming this video, you would know that, baby, life is full of ups and downs. And that's okay. Jack says, was it an easy decision to wear those outfits at Coachella given the body image issues I've read about in Binge? So if you didn't read my book, I talked pretty candidly about like body image issues and eating disorders that I've dealt with in the past, and how I feel and cope with being in my body despite societal pressures and all these things that kind of like are in the world of making me feel like the body that I have is not good enough, despite the fact that it is better than enough. So going into Coachella, I was kind of like, I knew everyone like puts a lot of effort and thought into their outfits, and I wanted to feel cute, and I also wanted to like feel good in my skin. So yes, it was a little bit stressful, but I have been putting so much effort and consciousness into taking care of myself, and whether that's like my diet or my fitness routine or just being active or better appreciating my body day to day mentally, all of those things combined kind of really prepped me for going to Coachella and feeling good in my body and being like, yes, bitch, I am cute. And at the end of the day, I was like feeling myself. I felt cute. These are some of the outfits that I wore. Bam, bam, bam. Long story short, yes, I was a little intimidated because I've always kind of felt like in my body, but I think every single day I'm getting a little bit better of loving and accepting my body, no matter what it looks like or how it performs. I just am like grateful because this is the one I got, and by loving and taking care of it more and more every day, I feel like I am able to appreciate it more and more every day. Amelia says, how was Beautycon? I had the most whirlwind day. I flew in, I did like an overnight flight, got in Sunday morning, went to Beautycon. I was on a panel. On the panel was me, who I love, Pierre Gilardi, who is the co-founder of Refinery 29, who I love, and Betty who I love. So it was like a really fun panel, and a bunch of you were there. I got to see you guys, I got to meet a bunch of you, and I had probably the best run-in with anybody backstage at any event of all time. Guess who I bumped into? You're never gonna guess. This is what happened. Bam. Just me and Hilary Clinton backstage at Beautycon, because why not, I guess. All jokes aside, it was honestly just really nice to see her. The last time we were together was before the election, and to just see her and to be like, how are you? And to ask how she's taking care of herself. And I promised Hilary that we are gonna do some work during the midterms, so let's figure that out. What are you doing? Let's make some magic happen. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. What a fun little Q&A. Maybe I'll see you again in another 6 months for the next Q&A. I love that I'm doing stuff that's like not just me sitting in front of the camera talking to y'all and doing a Q&A, because like for a minute in 2014-15, I was doing it every damn week. And I'm like, sis, there are other things for me to be making. Not that I don't love sitting and chatting with you guys, but girl, we got some stuff to make. I have fun things coming. Get ready. I feel like a little schemer because of the things that I've been making. I've been flying all over the country, filming. I cannot wait to show you. That is all. I hope you guys have a good life. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. And if you haven't already, click the little bell button so you know when anytime I'm making a new video and it comes up, you'll be the first to know. Okay, have a good life. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.